This is the story of a guy named Phil, and that is Phil. Hi, Phil. Phil's just an average guy, and like you, Phil often has a lot on his mind. Sometimes Phil even thinks about big things like life and love and happiness. And sometimes Phil thinks about bigger things like where did we come from and where are we going? And what about religion? Is God really out there? Phil had questions, and so to satisfy his curiosity, Phil decided to go to church. He found that some were tiny, others were huge. Some had coffee shops and laser light shows with rocking bands on a stage and cool pastors that were in jeans and t-shirts. Others were more formal and had pastors that spoke in big words that Phil couldn't understand. And then there were the church people themselves. Some were nice enough. Others, well, they were a little too friendly, kind of creepy. And still others didn't seem to care that Phil had visited at all. Phil was so frustrated. Where could he go that was comfortable and friendly and safe to ask his questions? One day he was invited to a church that wasn't too big, wasn't too small. It was just right. And the pastor spoke in an easy, conversational way that kept Phil's attention. And the church people, they were very nice, but they weren't too nice. And the music wasn't from a stage band, but it was meaningful. And the church didn't seem to hit him up for money all the time. And his questions, well, they were welcomed. And Phil was happy. He had found a church home. Now, if you're like Phil and are looking for a place to search out God, we invite you to visit us at the Brunswick Cumberland Presbyterian Church, where questions are encouraged and community is valued. And who knows, maybe you will feel right at home, just like Phil.